Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're having a good day. Start of the week, very wet. The heavens have opened up. I was out in it this morning looking for homeless people, trying to get them into temporary accommodation. But the thing is, I get to go home. The homeless people don't. They're out in it, so I ain't complaining. Anyway, a few people have asked me about YouTube boxing and what do you think of it, and do you have an opinion on it? And the answer, in all honesty, is it's not my thing. Look, I'm probably too old to understand the appeal of all this, of YouTube. I mean, I'm on YouTube. I run a little channel, as you can see, a little modest boxing channel. But when you get to the millions of subscribers, you end up becoming a bit of a celebrity, and it's not something that I really understand. It's not part of my era. It's not aimed at people my age. But I understand that a lot of younger people like it. Clearly they do, because this YouTube boxing is big business. KSI, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, etc., etc. Occasionally someone will send me something that I think is really funny. Like someone sent me a link to this scrap between no, I don't even know who one of the girls was, what she does, but she's an influencer, which always makes me laugh when I hear that phrase, influencer. What did you do today? Oh, I spent today influencing. Oh, I influenced all over the place. Oh, you should have seen me. God, no one influences like me, but it's just a load of bollocks to me. But good luck to these people. If they're making money, good luck to them, and they're having fun and they're meeting people, and it's all great. The other girl was I don't know, OnlyFans amateur porn star or something, or I don't know what the hell she does, but watching them fight, I mean, the porn star, the wannabe porn star, she seemed to have a little bit of now. She seemed to have at least seen a boxing ring before and understood which hand each glove goes on. But the other girl, Jesus Christ, I mean, she she didn't know how to throw a punch, and so this thing was farcical, and I think she quit. The other girl quit, not the porn star. The other girl quit after a round or so, I think. But it was good fun to watch. It was a good laugh. So yeah, I can get a little bit of something out of this whole YouTube thing. But what makes me laugh more than people who can't fight trying to fight is that a lot of people seem upset by this YouTube thing, YouTube boxing. Look, I don't care about it. It doesn't mean anything. It's not part of my world. I'm a boxing fan. I like real boxing. I understand that YouTubers have an appeal, clearly, and they make millions of pounds. And do they deserve it? Well, if you believe in the free market, then yeah, they deserve it. People want to watch it. They give them money. What the hell? It ain't my thing, but I like real boxing. But then boxing is real boxing, real in inverted commas, people who can actually fight and have learnt the trade. That's kind of a niche thing. We're not talking, Premiership football here, are we? We're talking about the very few tiny minority at the top of boxing, your AJs, your Tyson Furies, Canelo, and so on. They're up there, and then it doesn't take much of a descent to get to even world champions who are not really known, who can walk down the street and they're not really known by the public. So boxing, you could argue, is a minority sport, a niche sport. But that's what I am. That's what I like. I like going to small hall shows. I watch all sorts of obscure cards, and I like it. YouTube boxing don't interest me. But when people get mad about it, why? Why are you getting mad about it? It's just a load of kids, making a few quid, and I don't mind that. Good luck to them. They, what can I tell you? I suppose if celebrities like film stars or singers, or if they got into a boxing ring, there'd be a certain appeal because they're celebrities and they're having a scrap. And someone like me would find it very funny because, they obviously couldn't fight. Or maybe a couple of them can fight, I don't know. But I don't see YouTube boxing as imposing on real boxing at all. I see it as completely separate to the main sport. You do get one or two YouTubers, though, like a Jake Paul, who has basic skills. He's a novice. But he seems, as far as I can tell, and I haven't seen a great deal of it, don't get me wrong, but as what I have seen, the guy looks like he's been to the gym. He looks like he's learning the trade a little bit. He looks like he wants to maximise his talent. He wants to learn how to box properly. And that I respect, because that then you're talking about a crossover. Then a YouTuber is kind of entering what I would consider to be my world. That is, what I consider to be boxing, because he's taking it seriously, and I respect that. And I also respect anyone that gets in the ring, even if they can't fight a lick. If they get in the ring, I mean, they might be an absolute pudding, but at least they've got the guts to do it. A lot of people haven't got the guts to do this. Even if you look at a lot of the white collar stuff, like I'm going to a big white collar event in Peterborough at the weekend coming, and you've got like, I don't know, there's 100, 150 white collar fighters who are going to get in that ring, and I'm going to guess and say that a lot of them, don't even know how to throw a punch correctly, but they got the guts to do it. Most people haven't, so I'm not really down on, to use the modern vernacular, hating on people who actually give it a go. I think it's worth looking at these people, and not with a contemptuous eye, but with, you might be sort of chuckling to yourself at their ineptitude, but at the same time respect them if they got the guts to get into the ring. But I don't see YouTubers, YouTube boxing, KSI, all that crap. I don't see it as being anything to do with boxing. To me, it's like a gimmick or a novelty thing, a novelty act, like the Harlem Globetrotters. You remember them? If you're older, you'll know about the Harlem Globetrotters. They were a basketball team, a sort of gimmick basketball team who went around the world, doing all sorts of basketball tricks, and they'd always be, the other team was always the sort of stooge for what the Globetrotters were going to do. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with this boxing, this YouTube boxing. It doesn't mean anything. It's just, but if people enjoy it, it's there to be enjoyed. Good. I'm glad people enjoy it. I'm glad they're making money, in all honesty. So what do you think of it? What do you think of YouTube boxing? Is it just a load of old twaddle, or is there some use to it? Will you get YouTubers like Jake Paul moving over? Does it, as a lot of people say, bring new eyes to the sport of boxing? Real boxing, Will people watch Jake Paul or KSI and go, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some real boxing now. Does it bring new eyes to the sport? It may do. I think it's a little early to tell. I think, but I think as time goes on, whether the whole YouTube boxing thing lasts or not, or whether they turn their attention to something else or not, I don't know. They might do, but it might bring a few new fans in. And clearly, there are more eyes on it than the vast majority of, again, quote unquote, real boxing. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion. I look forward to reading your comments. Anyway, subscribe if you're new. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Give a right cross to that like button as well. It helps the channel out a great deal. Thank you for your time as always. And leave your comments below. Interesting subject, but I want to hear what you got to say. Cheers for listening. We'll speak again soon, and bye for now.